Hey everyone, welcome back to By Devin. Today I'm making the perfect mani for summer. I'm going to use Confetti Cupcake, Beautiful, and Hot Nights in Miami from KMG Design Dips. I'm also going to add on these cute little clay pieces at the end that KMG added to my last order. I love using a foil dip like Confetti Cupcake because there's so many ways that you can do it. You can press your nail straight into the dip to get more of the foil, or like I do here, I'm going to do kind of pour over, get more of that base color at first, and then build the color by using my small cuticle tool to grab the foils that I want out of my cupcake liner. That way I can get them a little bit more where I want them and kind of control coverage. For me, this look needs a little less foil so that Beautiful and Hot Nights in Miami can really shine. I also know that I want to add those little clay pieces at the end, so I don't want too much going on with the foil, or I think it'll just be a little too much. So here I am going in to add Beautiful. I'm going to do 2 layers of this gorgeous color. I really liked Beautiful. It's so buildable. You can make it a little bit darker. You could keep it a little bit more translucent. I love when a dip has so many different options just with one color. Using my tape here to do a little bit of a color blocking so I can get that foil to kind of go through the whole mani so it looks cohesive even though I'm using so many different colors. I don't use the tape really to block off necessarily, but rather to make a guideline for my dip liquids. It will keep the dip liquids off where the tape is, but it's not great at it, so I just use it as a guideline, doing one side at a time, creating a little gutter in the middle where I can then go back and put in my foils. Alright, now that I've activated and done all of those parts, I'm going to add these cute little clay pieces. So I did go all the way through activation on these, and then I used a little bit of my base liquid to put these little clay pieces on. I used my cuticle tool to kind of get them exactly where I wanted, and then got some activator on my brush, like a little droplet on the end, and dropped that right onto the edge of the clay piece so that it would get under it and into that base. The way that these base liquid and the top coat work is it has to have the activator to harden. Then you can see here that because the color goes all the way through these little clay pieces, you can just file them down until they get thinner. It did not take as long as I thought. I thought it was going to take much longer, so as you're doing it, just be cognizant of how small they're getting. Once I had them down to the thinness that I wanted, which was pretty thin, I didn't think they'd get that thin. I was really surprised at how easy this actually was. I went through the last of my steps just like I normally do. I wiped them down with alcohol to get any of that little dust off, and then I added my second coat of activator, cleaned that off with alcohol once it had soaked in, about the time it takes to go from one nail all the way through the 5, and then I did my 2 coats of top coat. So I do 1 coat of top coat on all 5 nails, and then about the time that I get done with the 5th one, I can see that it has started to dry and harden on that first one I did, and I go back through and add 1 more coat. This is how I get them super glossy, super shiny, even with my regular dip liquids. And this is my final look. Thank you so much, y'all, for stopping by to see this hot summer look with these KMG design dips. I hope to see you all here next time. It's been Bye Devin. Bye, y'all.